Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reading the Red this Tuesday morning. And what a fine morning it is. It's not raining. It has to be fine. Mark 5 and verse 36. But Jesus, overhearing what was being spoken, said to the synagogue official in red, "Do not be afraid, only believe." Do not be afraid, only believe. So the backdrop to this story we've interrupted is the synagogue official, has heard the bad news from people from his home that the daughter that he came to save through Jesus has died. And Jesus, it says, overhearing. So Jesus heard what these guys from the house had said to the official. And then Jesus' response to the official is, "Do not be afraid, only believe." And we've played with the concept of what that really means. But basically, fear was in the message. You know, there's a scripture in the Old Testament when they drink from a particular water river, and the prophet says there's death in that river, meaning that the river was contaminated. And there's death in this news, because the messengers had brought news regarding the circumstances that were obvious to everyone, that this daughter of the official had died. Everyone knew what death looked like, and they proclaimed she had died. But Jesus' response is, "Do not be afraid." So fear in this message would have driven the official to a place where he no longer was in a position to trust Jesus. And so an enemy was attacking this circumstance and this situation. And Jesus interrupts the enemy's attempts to sabotage the blessing that was going to come to this man and the girl who had died. And so Jesus says, "Do not be afraid." So that means he's given him an alternative in the context of this news. Basically, man, official, whose report will you believe? Will you believe the people that have come from your house, or will you believe will you believe me, the person that is saying to you, "Do not be afraid, only believe"? The person you came to knowing that I could do something about the condition regarding the dying daughter that you had lying at home in bed. And so the man has got a tension point now. What will he do? Whose report will he believe? What choice will he make in regards to his investment from this point onwards? Jesus says, "Do not be afraid, only believe." So he gave him an option. If you choose fear, the daughter's dead. Forget it. She's gone. But if you believe in the things that you came for, like when Mark 11:23 says, "Whatever you ask, believe that you have received." So he's inviting this officer to take hold of the promise and the expectation that he'd invested with, that made him come to Jesus in the first place. And so many of us have had our blessings robbed from us because at that point of choice, when the enemy of our lives has come and stolen from us by the news that somehow the child is dead, and we've lost sight of the very person we've come to and who can make a difference. And the enemy has won many battles in our lives. But I say this, in these days, it's time to start winning back some of those defeated attempts at trusting God. We need to go into the place as the Church of Jesus Christ, believing and holding fast to the things we believe. Do not be afraid, only believe. Have a great day, be blessed, and I'll see you tomorrow.